now that that's over, the next band is a band that Dillon absolutely hates. He thinks they're incredibly overrated. And that nobody shuts up with him. He hates Coldplay. Just kidding. That was a horrible way to start with the Coldplay fans. Dillon's obsessed with Coldplay. He loves them. Ever since I've met him, he's loved Coldplay, okay? I never hear enough about Coldplay. And I think he has like posters of Chris Martin on his wall. I think he might
I have no
maybe
posters on my wall.
he might
I have
touch
zero
himself.
posters.
He might touch himself. I think he touches himself to
No.
Coloratura. But you can't blame him. If there's any song you're gonna touch yourself to, right?
I mean, no, little prelude, obviously, like, no, I'm long-time fan of Coldplay, like, for years, probably over 10 years I've been a fan of them. I've been a fan of them since Paradise came out in, like, 2012, to give you an idea, or was it 2011?
Am I considered a Coldplay fan? Yeah. I've never heard a
you
Coldplay
like
song I don't.
everything.
I've never heard a song I don't like. I didn't want to leave with that one. I almost led with that one on accident. My favorite one that I remember from my childhood, one of the most iconic songs from my childhood, is Viva La Vida. And I love Paradise. I love Adventure of a Lifetime.
I've never heard
Yellow.
anyone who hates Viva La Vida. Viva La Vida is one of those songs that everybody
I
loves.
love it when they play it at work. They
Regardless
play
of
it at work all the time.
generation
They play it at
and
your job?
everything.
Do you hear it played at
Yeah.
your job? I hear it played all the time. When it comes on, I'm always super fucking hyped. But
They play a
Paradise
lot
is
of
banger.
Coldplay. They play songs like, I think
I've
they
been
played Yellow the other day.
delaying.
They play Fix You.
Oh!
They play Clocks.
Hey, if this does well,
Paradise. They played
this does
Adventure of a
well-
Lifetime.
If this does well,
Fuck
if this does well, and the Coldplay audience is big and fruitful, and they would come up here and show a lot of support, there's a lot of Coldplay songs I've been meaning to get into, and I haven't gone into Coldplay yet. So if you guys want more Coldplay reactions, and you want to see him show me songs, he's heard a lot of them. I haven't heard like any of them other than like bigger hits. That's a good video idea. So for different videos, recommend the songs you want us to hear.
I
And I'll go
love
check 'em
all
out
their
first
hits.
time.
Like, for me, Coldplay is my #1 nostalgia act. Like, when I think of, like, songs that give me, like, this nostalgic vibe, I think of Clocks, I think of Fix You, I think of Viva La Vida, Paradise, I think of all that. But, no,
That's still one of my
love
favorite
your-
melodies ever. Is in Viva La Vida. I'm blazing it. Now it's got in my head.
And their last album, Music of the Spheres, a lot of people didn't like it. They were like, oh, this is tied out Coldplay. I was one of the few that think Music of the Spheres was a terrific album. I think, looking back at it, there was one song that was pretty bad, and there were a couple, they were kind of eh. But most of the album was really good. The transitions were insane. The little interludes and everything were great. And obviously, the album finale was Coloratura, which I actually consider to be their best song. A lot of people actually do as well. If you can look into people ranking their best songs and the fans of them talking about them, the amount of people, and I've even seen there were some critics or whatever who would talk about Coldplay, and even people who hate the album. There were a lot of people who said, yeah, Music of the Spheres, I mean, look at this. They'll critique it to the end of it, but then they'll say, but, Coloratura is an absolute fucking masterpiece, one of their best songs. I hear that all the time. And
what is 6 times 16?
96.
Yum. There's 96 grams of proteins in this.
Damn. Anyway.
Totally
So Coloratura
random
actually
ADHD.
ended up becoming my favorite song for a very long time. It became my #1 stream song ever. It's been top 10 on my last 3 consecutive raps on Spotify. Just a phenomenal song all round. And I consider it the best song of 2021. I still think it is the best song of the 2020s so far. And I don't know what else to say about it. That was the last thing they've had. That was the last song off of their last album. They haven't released a single since Music of the Spheres. So this is their first single off of their new album, Moon Music, which is coming, which I presume, given by the name and the space theme, that it may be a follow-up to Coloratura. Or not
Yeah,
Coloratura,
it's been
Music
4
of the
years.
Spheres.
The 4 years, right?
Coloratura, no, it's 2021.
2020. Oh.
So 3 years. But if this is a follow-up to Music of the Spheres, the
That's
expectations
fucking
are
crazy statement, by the
high.
way. Did you clock that?
What?
Wait, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, minus 24. When 2024 is over, we'll be closer to 2030 than 2020, won't we?
Yeah. Nearly. Not quite.
I know,
but-
but that's still scary that we're almost halfway to 2030.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, we're gonna die soon. I didn't mean to have a fucking
Just stop.
crisis
Just stop. with the
I didn't mean to have
goddamn.
a crisis in the middle of this fucking. I'm sorry. Coldplay.
I'm gonna have to
for
do
5
separate
seconds.
timestamps now because the prelude's taking too long. But
Really, didn't take that long.
either way, the expectations are sky high given that Coloratura was the last thing off of their last album. So it's if it is a continuation, you go from Coloratura to whatever the start of this is. So I'm hoping if they pull out something better than that, then
Watch it be
they're
this
probably
one.
gonna be in my. It'd just be crazy. Now it's got to be at least like 10 or 11 minutes to be better.
Okay, sure. No, it does
No,
not.
but anyway, let's hope for some good stuff.
Let go.
One thing I was gonna say as well is one thing about
Fuck!
Coldplay, why their feel is always on point, and which you even said as well, like you haven't heard anything, but is because Chris Martin has been rated as like one of the most enduring voices. Like he has some of the most genuine emotion in his voice and in his sound. So a lot of people like, and very wholesome as well. The messages are always very wholesome. So yeah, which is why everyone like a lot of people. I remember they used to get a lot of hate back in the day, but over time people have just come around on them and been like, yeah, you know what?
All right, well, let's go. Taking too damn long. Shoosh.
Feels Like I'm Falling in Love by Coldplay. Probably ready to reintroduce it.
I know that this could hurt me bad. I know that this could feel like that, but I just can't stop. That my defenses drop. I know that I was born to kill any angel on my windowsill, but it's so dark inside.
Okay. What are your immediate? I'm trying to pause it.
Immediate production is immediate Music of the Spheres vibes. The melody is immediate, like it almost sounds reminiscent of Human Heart off of that album, which is weird because that was actually an a cappella song without an instrumental, and the instrumental sounds very so it is already in the same sort of theme. I can tell.
We'll continue.
I throw the windows wide. I know, la 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 la. I know, la 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 la. Still I don't let go. On fields of flowers grow. Oh, it feels like I'm falling in love. Maybe for the first time. Baby, it's my mind. You blow. It feels like I'm falling in love. You throw.
I hate pausing in here. It's just about over. I know. Can we just distract for a few seconds? Is this good enough? Is this good enough to continue?
Yeah, it's really good.
Me a lifeline. This is for a lifetime. I know.
Okay. You wanna go first? You want me to go first?
You can go first.
Immediate thoughts. Sounds solid. It's not blowing me away. I like his voice. Like I didn't know how I felt about the verse. The chorus here is kind of soothing. It's nothing exceptional at all. I could just if it was on, I would like. It's just solid, I guess. The pre-chorus, he just said la 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 la. It's tale as old as time. But the melody was solid. Production's interesting, but doesn't feel like a lead single for sure. This doesn't give me lead single vibes at all. I don't know what I'm getting. Sounds like it's for a soundtrack, not really an album, but sounds solid.
I mean, I don't know.
I like his voice, so.
It's a rough thing because High Power. I mean, no, High Power did feel like a lead single, but it was kind of boosted by the album as well. And but then again, I think most of the best songs off of Music of the Spheres were album cuts, so that's why I'm not gonna really judge too much off of the first single. But so far, it's nothing mind blowing for Coldplay. It's still pretty solid, but. You know, given the fact that their strongest suit is typically their singles, you know, it's
Yeah.
a bit of an oof so far, but oh well.
Well, we'll continue.
Still solid.
Yeah.
I know that in this kind of scene of two people, there's a spark between. One gets torn apart, one gets a broken heart. I know, la 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 la
Was that like a?
Okay, no, I actually see no. It's actually, I know like the song kind of just boosted itself in that one sense, listening to it through the lens of what's the tone coming off as here. No, the la 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 is actually, it's not just him doing a melody and just doing la 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 la. The la 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 is him basically saying la 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 la. I'm not listening to all the signs that it might not be true. In that verse, he was talking about how whenever there's a spark between two people, a lot of the times it's one-sided, and one person typically will get a broken heart and will get torn apart by it. And then that, from the perspective of that person, they're going la 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 la. I can't hear all the negative stuff. I'm just falling in love, whatever. So they're ignoring all the signs that it's one-sided and letting themselves fall anyway. So it's actually kind of this, like, it's kind of a little sad actually, in that sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It feels like I'm falling in love. Maybe for the first time. Baby, it's on my mind. You blow. It feels like I'm falling in love.
This is a tour song.
You're throwing me a line.
You see the crowd singing it now.
This is for a lifetime.
Well, given they're on one of the biggest tours of all time right now, it's...
Why do you need a family when you can go on tour? Dude, I don't even understand how certain people are able to fucking go on tour for as long as they can. I mean, it sounds fun, but like, it's not like they're 20. so it can't be easy to be on tour that long.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you gotta say though, Coldplay do have one of the most impressive tours though.
I've always said this though, like if I've seen
yeah.
live performances, even though I don't know like barely any of their songs, one of the bands I would definitely want to see live before I die is Coldplay. I gotta see Coldplay live at least once. They on YouTube they look like they're fucking cold live. Wish I could have gone to their performance they did in Paris. That shit was crazy. I showed you that video, right?
And I think they
Yeah,
may be coming to
100,000
New Zealand at the end of this year, and I don't know. I'm considering
Motherfucker, you're
more and
rich.
more
You
now,
got
but,
money.
like, I don't
This
know.
motherfucker Dillon's loaded. Dillon, you're allowed to spend money, motherfucker. You can spend money occasionally. Like, you understand? You could buy the tickets and the trip
No,
there
it's not
and
about the
still
tickets.
be chilling.
It's a few grand though just to do it, because
No, it would
at the
not
end of
be.
the day, I've got to pay for the tickets as well as like I've got to buy plane tickets too, because it's the other side of the country is where they're going.
You got it.
Accommodation, everything, stay a night or two. You know, at the end of the day, and also I'd have to get time
At the
off
end of the
work
day.
and everything for it. There's a lot of things going into it. It's not just a matter of one weekend just drive an hour or two. It's because of where I am. Nobody comes down
Road trip.
this way, so
Road trip. Pop on a ferry or whatever they're called. The boat. Fucking
they
schwappo.
just, it's not that easy. That's why I wouldn't just. If
Alright,
it was
continue.
like an hour or two drive, I would do it in a heartbeat. But
You don't
yeah.
love Coldplay enough. Shit, I'd do that for the weekend. I already made my vow. If the weekend comes to Atlanta, we're going. I'm calling. Like, yeah, I will blow a fuck. I said right now, I'll spend a van. I go fuck. Because I'm gonna get old one day and I'm gonna miss that opportunity. But that's why you have money and I don't. Because I'm going to Atlanta.
I'm falling in love. You're throwing me a lifeline. Oh, now for the first time, I know I'm not alone.
Pause.
I mean, I had
10 seconds.
no, I didn't. Pause at
Whatever.
3:40. 3:44. But you're right. We're building up. Evidently, we're building up and escalating. We're going up the escalator. We get a transition?
Oh, they're gonna do the music of the Spheres transitions again, because...
No. Well, maybe. You don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Banger. Really good. It definitely started out slower than it ended. Like, it ended up really being really, really good. I like that. Was it great?
You know, the build was really nice, and everything. Oh,
Wow.
really, really good stuff. Don't know what to say. Then again, the high power was the same though. To where like on first listen, high power was like, it's okay. But then in context of the album, it grew massively, and the song
It's
grew
already
on
a
me
good song.
immensely. So to me, I feel like that's gonna also be a bit of a grower, and the album could help it quite a lot. Yeah, and I'm really just excited, especially if they're doing a Music of the Spheres similar theme, because they nailed it last time. So hopefully they can do it again. Really good stuff.
I really liked it. I think it was really good. At first I thought it was like, okay, it's alright, you can even go back and watch. I literally said, it's alright. But over time, I think it's really, really good. Make sure to like this video because it helps. Subscribe because it helps. Comment your best and worst.
Because it helps?
No. Because it hurts. No, it helps. Feel free to do it all. You guys know why we're asking you to when I explain it to you. But we also have our own music. Feel free to check that out. It's linked below. Either one of us. Mine's better. It sucks. But it's up to you. Not I don't want to push you in any direction to pick who's better. But spoiler is me. Some people compare me to like Coldplay, but if they were more talented. And people compare Dillon to
no one has ever compared you to Coldplay.
And people compare
Ever.
Dillon to like I Love It, but like if it wasn't as good as it was. Like me like a band, Playboy Cardi. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Dillon, I think is where you say goodbye. Sorry, my camera's frozen by the way.
Goodbye.
Bye, fellers. But frozen.